My interest in the subject of my current book goes back a very long time. I've been working in this area for 40 years now. And what I'm doing in this book, which I've called Vanity Fair and the Celestial City, is exploring what was written, edited, published, distributed and read by Protestant dissenters, Methodists and Church of England evangelicals in the period from 1720 to 1800. Now, popular religious books formed a very important part of the market throughout the century, much larger than literary books as we understand them now. And the kinds of publication I'm concerned with are what were called practical works, i.e. guides to the Christian life, lives, letters, poetry, hymns, and magazines. And I'm also concerned with how these books got into their readers' hands via publishers who specialized in particular kinds of book, or tract societies dedicated to giving free books away, or through small libraries, for example, belonging to clergymen or to chapels. I'm interested in how and what people read and how they were advised to read. I'm especially concerned with what happened to the books themselves. And now by that I don't mean their handling by particular readers. What I mean is what happened to the books on their journeys through the hands of different editors and abridgers and interpreters. So, for example, when someone in the late 18th century took up Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress, what edition were they reading? What resemblance did it bear to the original 17th century editions of Bunyan? He or she would be reading a book which had gone through the hands of possibly a Calvinist editor, a Church of England evangelical perhaps, or a congregational minister, or it might be a Wesleyan edition of the Pilgrim's Progress, which would have had a lot of the Calvinism cut out of it. So one of the things we need to learn when we talk about what people read is what edition were they reading. So we need to look at these editions and we need to see in what way specific editors, for whatever reason, in some ways one would say nowadays they were perhaps Bowdlerizing them because they were taking out the bits they didn't like, or they were shortening them not to remove the objectionable bits, but to make these books smaller, cheaper, and more easily available to a wider market. And these are some of the questions that I'm concerned with in this book.